This is the difference in qualifications. Of course, changing circumstances is equally important. Iron prison. Me too. Leave only to increase lifespan. Just to become stronger. Goodbye for 20 years. Life is a new beginning. Remember to be attached to Yu King sect. Stained with the light of the iron old. My drug slave is also a sect person. Then take root and practice here. Unless you accidentally meet the iron guy. No one should have found out who I was. Hanju came to the gate of Yu King sect, said to the gatekeeper. Lower Hanju. It's a loose cultivator. Refining gas into the ninth floor. I want to join the Yu King sect. I don't know if there is a way, the gatekeeper said in surprise. Refining gas into the ninth floor. What? I'll have someone notify you. And so on. Yang Luo said. Notification is exempted. I was on my way out. I heard you right. Do you want to join the sect when you practice Qi and enter the ninth floor? Yang Lu theory. Under Yu Qin sect. One man looking directly at Yang Luo. Brother Han, can you let me check it? In recent years, a demon cultivator has infiltrated our Yu Qin sect. Can you cast a spell, please? Han Ju replied. Okay, then cast a spell. Yang Luo looked at the spell cast by Han Ju. Think to yourself. This is obviously not swordsmanship. Mostly magic. According to his cultivation base, it is too outrageous. The purity of this Reiki is not low. Not like the demons. Then say no problem. Come with me. I'll take you to one man to register your identity. Han Ju said, Is the registration queen? Han Ju said, From now on, you are an outer court disciple of Yu King sect. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Han Juan. Excuse me. What are the requirements for entering Inner Mongolia? How many disciples are there in the outer sect? Yang Luo replied, There are more than 2,000 disciples in the outer sect. Only by building a foundation can you enter Inner Mongolia. But building foundations is hard. Every 3 years, the sect will conduct Sect Small Pen. The top 3 all helped fight Dan. The striking pill can help refine nearly 9 layers of Qi. Breakthrough to help. Are there many inner court disciples? I don't know. The inner gate of Yu King sect is located in a small world. Unable to understand the situation of the inner door. Even our foreign media. Han Ju said that it seems that Yu King sect is very powerful. Yang Luo said it was natural. Yu King sect is a famous and decent school in the wild goose cultivation world. Han Juan. Thunder Reiki fire, Reiki cultivation place. dare to ask Yuking sect if there's any. Yang Luo said that Inner Mongolia may have no outer door. Could it be that this person is Lei Lingen? If you have Reilingen, you can apply to the Presbyterian Church. Maybe you can make an exception and enter the inner door. After all, this rare spiritual root, generally they will receive special training from the sect. Hanju said that as long as there is Leilingen, you can. Brother Yang, could you please introduce me? If I can enter the inner door, I will never forget your kindness in the future. Yang Luo answered, no problem. Go and tell the elder hall your name. Then I'll make an exception to help you. Try to get you to the inner door. Hanju said, thank you very much. Thank you, Brother Yang. In the Hall of Elders, one said, there is a loose cultivator who refines qi for nearly 9 floors to join our Yuking sect. Another said, stupid. Then go through the process. Let's start with testing Lingen. And so on. Is the elder back? The man replied, not yet. I can't see through the realm of this uncle. Could it be that he is a monk stationed in the base well? Hanju wanted to test. Then aren't my 6 spiritual roots about to be discovered? 6 spirit roots, too high profile. Sometimes it's not a good thing. System. Please suppress. Just show a little bit. Do people have to keep a low profile outside? After the cold show. One said, he can be arranged to enter the inner door. This person has railing root. That's a pity it's missing. Seriously. Hanju said Lei Lingen. Hua Lingen. Everyone was surprised and said 3. 3. Sanling root. Then say Gaki Dan. Yipin storage bag. 100 yuan of low-quality snacks. Yaxizong Taoist robe. The matter has been reported to the Grand Elder. When he comes back, he will take you to the inner door. You can rest first. I will let you know when there is news. Hanju said alas. Accidentally being taken care of. I hope it won't disturb the cultivation. Hanju returned to the room. This is a fire tool. Then decide on the location of the room. Wait until the eldest elder comes back. First, cultivate the fire spirit root to refining qi. Enter the 9th floor. Practice. What a beautiful thing. Most cultivators only practice one kind of practice. The attributes of the cultivation method are mostly single, and my kind, to cultivate 6 attributes, destined to pay several times the efforts of others to rise. Fortunately, the top qualifications make up for the gap, and there will be no fatigue in cultivation. It's more about being empowered. It's actually a feeling of increased longevity. The first time I saw the system start shaking. So many years. Only for that moment thought lives forever. In my previous life, I did not value my body. All kinds of staying up late, all kinds of waves, and eventually terminal illness at a young age. Only then did I regret the value of life. There may not be a third time in life. This life. Don't get fame and fortune. No beauty. As long as you live longer. 6 months later, one person to inform Hanju. Excuse me, made you wait for half a year. Great elder, he's finally back. Hanju said, have you been cultivating? Never left the room? The breath is much stronger. Hanju said in surprise. Half a year has passed. At this time, his fire spirit root has reached the 4th floor. The elder looked at Hanju. TSK with satisfaction. Sizzy's fire spirit power has increased a lot. It seems that he has been working hard for half a year. Another elder nodded and said yes. He hasn't been out in half a year. Good qualifications and willing to work hard. Maybe he will become an elite disciple. The elder said seriously. Want to join Inner Mongolia? You have to apprentice. There are 18 in Inner Mongolia. There are 18 missionary elders. If someone looks up to you, you can directly become an inner court disciple. If not, you can only participate in the sect's small pen. Strive for early foundation building. Hanju handed over. Disciple understands. Great elder waved his hand. Okay. Here we go. People got up. Ready to go to the inner gate? The eldest elder said as he walked. Oh, right. Forgot to remind. Due to the different personalities of the elders, the ethos is different. Some are competitive. Some low-key penance. Some go out on missions all year round. So, what kind of spiritual atmosphere do you want to join? Hanju said firmly. Just choose the low-key ascetic. I don't like hustle and bustle. I don't like high profile. The elder smiled and said, Hey. It just so happens that Yufeng is very suitable for you. You're going to love this place. Hanju followed the great elder. Yufeng said in surprise after seeing it. So big. The elder pointed to the front and said, Qianfang is the place of the inner gate of my Yuking sect. Sword flight. Don't be envious. After all, you will learn quickly in the inner courses. And look, that is where the Yuking sect center is located. Do tasks later. Receiving salaries is done here. Certainly. Can also trade. Hanju was so amazed that he underestimated the strength of Yu King's sect. I thought, Yu King's sect is the kind of small sect in ancient costume fairy dramas. I didn't expect it to be so big. The elder asked curiously, what is the ancient costume fairy drama? I've never heard of it. Hanju's panicked explanation. Mal, did 8 A's? Everyone finally arrived at Yu Peak. Hanju looked around and said in disappointment, I just didn't expect that in the 18 peaks. Yu Fang turned out to be the shortest. Still deserted. The eldest elder said helplessly. Yu Fang's disciples are the fewest in the inner sect. It's not for no reason. Yu Fang's coaching elder is Fairy Zixuan. His cultivation base is unfathomable. And he likes to practice in seclusion. Like to be clean. So Yu Fang is not lively. In addition, he does not allow his disciples to have feelings for him. Become a Taoist partner. So Yu Fang's disciples are basically ascetic cultivators. It's not too late to change your choice now. Why don't you? Han Ru was excited. Oh, really? Good. Yu Fang is so suitable for me. Cultivation is most afraid of being disturbed. At this time, Fairy Zixuan appears. The eldest elder respectfully said that this son's name is Han Zhuo.